Failure is something we fear, something we avoid. Failure is the end, the ultimate defeat. For startups, failure isn't just a possibility, it's certain. It's part of the journey. In the resilience, the learning, the rising from the ashes, failure is the foundation on which success is built. It's the seeding of innovation, the spark that propels us forward. It's the fire that ignites our drive, our determination, our hunger for change. In failure, we find the courage to take risks, to push boundaries, to challenge the status quo. Failure is not a mark of weakness. It's a testament to our boldness, our audacity to dream. Let us embrace the lessons learned, the scars earned, the indomitable spirit that refuses to surrender. Today we showcase the fearless dreamers, the relentless doers, and the untamed spirit of endless possibility. Because in our world, failure is not the end. It's just the beginning. Welcome to the first 2023 demo day of the Enterprize Born Global Incubator, powered by Aurora Energy.
Enterprise Tasmania acknowledges the Tasmanian Aboriginal community as the traditional owners of the land on which we operate, and I pay respect to their elders, past and present. Hi, I'm Farrell, CEO of Enterprise. Welcome to Demo Day for the first cohort of the 2023 Born Global Incubator program. This cohort's been a little bit different for us here at Enterprise. Everything we teach in the Lean Startup is centered in the build, measure, learn cycle. And that means failing fast and often. There's always a little bit of resistance to that concept, understandably. Bring in the first 2023 cohort, where our participants have seemingly competed to be the ones who failed the most, and it's brought them so much success. The Born Global Incubator is designed to take Tasmanian founders from having an idea to having validated the viability of their startup in just 12 weeks. This cohort has truly excelled at this, and I'm extremely proud to be introducing them to the world today. These 10 teams have immersed themselves in everything it takes to be a founder. They've supported each other, learnt a lot, and built the beginnings of some phenomenal startups as a result. It's worth noting that if you're watching this stream live on the Enterprise website, we've given you $50,000 virtual dollars to invest in our startups. You can do so by clicking the plus and minus buttons next to each team, which will adjust your investment in $1,000 increments. This is just a bit of fun for you to have while watching our pitches today. But if you're really excited to work with any of these founders, we have their contact information on the alumni page of our website, and they'll each explain the ways you can best help them progress at the end of their pitches. All right, let's do this. Here's Amy Fogarty, Program Manager for Born Global, who will introduce each of our incredible graduates.
Introducing Merch Window, here's John Henry and Jackson Campbell.
Let's say you're a business owner and you'd like to put your logo on some custom merchandise, like a shirt, a hoodie, or a hat, to help get your name out there. Traditional methods of producing and selling custom merchandise might be costly, risky, and wasteful for a number of reasons. Buying just one item can cost a lot. To make it cost effective, you need to buy more items, but then you need to guess quantities, sizes, and find somewhere to store your products. Sell them online, pack and ship your items, or employ someone to do it all for you. This pathway costs a bunch of time and money, with high possibilities of surplus stock that can often end up being given or thrown away.
For these reasons, businesses can turn away from custom merchandise. Customers are constantly searching for ways to support their trusted brands, show some love for their favourite sports team or musicians, or get involved in a movement.
We've created Merch Window, a platform that makes merchandise much cheaper for businesses and individuals just like you. You can open an online store or create custom products to sell in just a few minutes without paying anything at all.
We offer a range of affordable options and a simple online design tool that streamlines the process of creating high quality merchandise. The print-on-demand model means you don't have to worry about any upfront costs, product storage, minimum orders, or even fulfillment. But what really sets us apart is our ability to merge with your existing online presence, allowing you to securely integrate our services with your own website, or set up a standalone store all for free. We're already working with hospitality giants such as Mr. Yum and charities like Speak Up, Stay Chatty, an organisation close to our hearts. We've made ethical production practices and reducing excess our top priority, without compromising product quality.
My name is John, and together with my co-founder Jackson, our skill sets and experiences have enabled us to work with a number of businesses in many different industries. But it was in my own personal life that I discovered a need for a solution. I wanted to support my children's sports teams, but management needed time and money they just didn't have. When Jackson and I investigated further, we found the problem was widespread. So many people wanted to sell custom merch, but didn't have spare capital or even know where to start. So we built the solution.
The custom merchandise and print-on-demand industry caters to a wide range of users, including businesses, creators, sports teams, charities, and more. In fact, the global custom garment printing market was valued at just under $6 billion. It's projected to reach close to $10 billion by 2033. Demand is already increasing rapidly, and Merch Window is your easy entry into the market. Hundreds more merchants are using our platform to create and sell all over the country.
So, are you ready to expand your brand and start selling affordable merchandise that your community will love? Join us at merchwindow.com and create your free store today. It's merch made simple.
Introducing Lean AI, here's Jennifer Hamilton.
Industries around the world, including manufacturing, are faced with a severe talent shortage. This global skill gap is projected to result in an astounding, unrealized potential of $8.5 trillion by 2023. The demand for skilled labor has skyrocketed, and with it, the cost of recruiting and retaining top talent. The high demand leads to companies exhausting their existing staff with overtime and risking employee burnout. Furthermore, the onboarding process is time-consuming and costly, and poorly trained staff can jeopardize not just profitability, but the very reputation of a business. The solution is Lean AI, a cutting-edge, comprehensive training system. We believe anyone with a willingness to work can be a valuable asset to any business, so long as they're trained effectively. Lean AI shifts the narrative from finding the perfect worker to nurturing the perfect worker. Lean AI eliminates literacy and language barriers, creating an inclusive environment that invites new members to join the workforce and be productive. Additionally, it upskills and cross-trains existing employees while expediting the onboarding process for newcomers. Lean AI uniquely integrates into your business routine right from the start of the shift. It delivers safety training, induction, and upskilling within a set time frame. Additionally, Lean AI transforms your standard operating procedures into a ready-to-deploy automated training system. This is then integrated into a comprehensive value stream map, providing a bird's eye view of the entire process from order placement to customer delivery. Our approach ensures consistency, it reduces manual input, and enhances process visualization. Market response to Lean AI has been phenomenal, with the 2 local and 2 interstate businesses already engaging with our functional MVP. and more from as far away as the United States in our funnel for further in-market pilots. Our team combines deep technical knowledge and diverse business expertise. David Robinson, our technical co-founder, brings 8 years of invaluable experience from Amazon Web Services, where he honed his skills in lean methodologies. I, Jennifer Hamilton, as co-founder and CEO, am the fire starter with a background in business and marketing. I also bring extensive hospitality management experience from my tenure in Yosemite National Park. We have owned a food processing facility prior to founding Lean AI. We're seeking strategic enterprise partners and forward-thinking investors to join us as we prepare to scale Lean AI globally. This is your opportunity to be part of an innovative solution, tackling a worldwide challenge. Let's shape the future of workforce training together. Contact us today for a personalized demo of how Lean AI can revolutionize your standard operating procedures.
Born Global is finding problems that need solving and then applying your best creative solution energy to try to solve the problems. And the process takes you along the journey to learn how to do this the most effective, efficient way possible.
The Born Global program taught me how to be resilient, that it was okay to fail and learn from that and then keep going. And not to give up, not to give up.
I agree. It has empowered me to do something with an idea and equipped me with the tools to be able to actually actualize and realize a solution that was just swimming in my head.
In that learning process and market engagement, talking with potential customers, getting their thoughts on your concept, your idea, your offering, if they don't like it, it's not an abject failure, it's a lesson learned. And it's an opportunity to pivot, to tweak, to reconceptualize, to improve in many instances. And I think that's what I found across the journey, is that my initial idea was polished and improved significantly through the conversations I had with potential customers.
I had to really sort of probe a lot as to the potential for it to be successful. It definitely is important to have those opportunities to test the product.
I think it's like being in a pinball machine. You're pretty much just bouncing around day by day. You, particularly depending on what customer you've spoken to most recently, it can be a really positive thing that props you up and you think you're on the right path, or you could speak to somebody else the next day and you think, what am I doing with my life?
One of the biggest things, I guess, for us, there was a big moment of celebration for us where we both sort of sat there and were like, oh, this is a big thing. Was, when we formed the idea, it's gone from literally nothingness, scribbles on a whiteboard, into actually being a product. You've got this user using your thing that you've built out of thin air. But then you get people that are very, very well recognized within the world as substantial successes, and they're like, hey, this thing you built is good.
I like the startup feels like a creative outlet almost. You get the satisfaction that maybe an artist would get from creating a work of art, or just a general creative work. Creating something from nothing, I think, is really satisfying.
There is no room for that, the thing that I know I suffer with, of that perfectionism. I can't, because we're moving so fast. And I have really appreciated that aspect of this. And it's kind of given me, it's been hard. Let's be real, this whole thing has been almost like a self-development process.
Having that accountability too was so, that was what made it work too though, didn't it? If there wasn't that accountability, then we wouldn't have gotten to this point, I don't think either.
The shuffle stuff idea has been rolling around in my head probably 10 years. But actually having a commitment to make decisions about it has been really helpful. And I know now what the next steps will be. Whereas if I hadn't done the program, I'd still be going around in that circle.
Introducing Boundless, here's Dan Wild.
In many markets, it can be critical that prices vary frequently to accurately reflect real-time demand. You're probably familiar how prices are always changing on Booking.com. That's called dynamic pricing, and it can have a huge impact. However, Booking.com doesn't actually handle dynamic pricing. It's up to individual hotels to constantly come up with these changes and to publish them to Booking.com. To handle this, some have adopted revenue management systems. These are powerful tools that can use historic data and other information to automate complex tasks like dynamic pricing. However, most businesses are not able to access these systems. They're so complicated and expensive that typically only large corporates have the resources to access them. In fact, up to 80% of hotels are not able to access these tools effectively. This leaves a huge number of families and independent businesses falling behind. Families are working just as hard as the corporates but are taking home less money. My family is one of the 80% who are unable to access revenue management software due to the high cost and steep learning curves. Like many others, my family has to solve this problem by spending several hours per week trying to do dynamic pricing manually, or if they don't have time, they simply must ignore the problem and accept that their business is losing money. People shouldn't need to pay one company to help manage their bookings and pay another to help manage their revenue. That's ridiculous. The solution, like most good ones, is simple. We'll merge these two fragmented systems. The benefits are many, but most importantly, this will save time, reduce costs, and remove the steep learning curve. In fact, this cost reduction means that some customers may get a 10-fold return on their investment in our software. The total addressable market is currently 29 billion and is set to grow another 10 billion in 10 years. If we can capture 3% of the global market in 10 years' time, that slice will be worth over $1 billion. My name is Dan Wild. I have a strong connection to this problem. I'm a professional software engineer with 10 years experience building information systems with the likes of CSIRO, Google, and Defense. I'm also a serial entrepreneur, having previously co-founded Gretel Analytics. I have an MVP under development for my first customer, and I'm keen to help more hotels level the playing field by getting access to these powerful tools. If that sounds like you or someone that you know, please reach out to hear more.
Introducing Aged Care Hub, here's Grace Rosker.
The aged care system is broken, failing our nanas and pops who suffer heartbreaking cases from nursing homes, like neglected wounds festering for so long it needed amputation, or being declared dead instead of discharged from respite facility. And many more horrifying incidents are now headline news. Family as informal caregivers want to avoid this. However, they are burdened with ongoing paperwork, endure bad customer service on hour-long phone calls, and struggle with disconnected institutions where many just give up and fall through the cracks. Aged Care Hub is your all-in-one solution for simplified at-home aged care management that integrates, tracks, and streamlines resources and services all in one place, making the process centralized and stress-free, reducing the burden of elderly life admin, and empowering seniors to live in their own homes independently. With a personalized care plan, users can track their health, share status with family, coordinate services, and access tailored information. Aged Care Hub unleashes the transformative power of technology to revolutionize at-home aged care, elevating the well-being of our seniors and peace of mind for families. The carers of today will be the future nanas and pops we cherish of tomorrow. By 2050, the aging population will quadruple, with over 3.5 million Australians projected to use aged care services annually. Aged Care Hub aims to capture 10% of this market, generating $28 million annual revenue through a $15 per year subscription fee. It is well positioned to meet this growing demand and market potential. I'm Grace, founder of Aged Care Hub, with over a decade solid background in startup business development, customer experience, training, and corporate team management. I have a deep personal drive for this cause, being an unpaid carer for my mom living with dementia. Welcoming investors and technical professionals to join this noble cause as founding team members. Together, let's humanize aged care.
Introducing X-Cycle, here's Jabin Gollage.
I love cycling, but became frustrated with the limitations and physical impact of riding over long distances and uphill. Cycling can be damn hard work. Traditional bicycles have limits in speed and efficiency. Essentially, we are still clunking around on a 150-year-old design. Alternatives, such as automotive travel, is expensive and unsustainable. Electric vehicles have serious ecological impacts too. Depletion of rare minerals, habitat loss, species extinction, and slave labour. Is the energy used to charge your e-bike or scooter sourced from ethical renewables or from globally destructive coal? Limitations in human-powered travel means that convenient but destructive transportation dominates the market. But what if there was a way to more effectively harness human power to overcome existing limitations and make cycling a more convenient option for day-to-day travel? That is why I designed the X-Cycle. The X-Cycle is a bicycle that integrates a revolutionary propulsion system and human-centered design, making it possible to travel at previously unseen speeds and distances with the least amount of physical strain. Propulsion is achieved through a system that mimics the most efficient biological locomotion, implements maximum mechanical advantage, and harnesses the full potential energy of the human body. Advanced dynamic frame mechanics enable on-the-fly geometric adjustment. This system was specifically designed for mountain biking to enable unprecedented performance, power output, ergonomics, and stability during intense climbs and descents. The unique value of the X-Cycle is that it is a completely new design and a completely new way to ride. After extensive patent and product research, it is clear this design is unique and will offer a greater level of performance than current technology. The cycling industry is estimated to be worth $64 billion globally. However, the initial target market will be the $10 billion global mountain biking market, which is a hotbed for cycling innovation and consumption of new tech. The X-Cycle provides the very progression in technology that mountain biking consumers are desperately seeking. My name is Jabin Gollage. I have a background in mountain biking, adrenaline sports, and design. I've spent many years refining the X-Cycle, and I have the technical skills and insights to develop this product. I am seeking investment to manufacture and test a working prototype, procure patents, and continue work towards the commercialization of the X-Cycle. To accelerate the growth and distribution of the concept, licensing agreements with major mountain biking manufacturers would be pursued. Once established, there is the prospect to expand to the road bike and commuter markets. I have estimated costs for developing the product to be $200,000, and I'm seeking support to help get it off the ground. If you would like to discuss getting in on this opportunity early, please get in touch.
I wanted to get comfortable failing fast and not just waste time on an idea that wasn't going to go anywhere. My natural instinct's like, oh, what a failure. But it's like, actually, I'm so glad I figured that out now, that that's not what the market wants. So I'll pivot and do something else. So it's sort of shifting my mindset instead of being there's a right or wrong answer. It's like, what is it that the market needs and wants? And then from that, is the market big enough? Is it worth investing in to create that solution?
I think failure within the program is addressed early, right? Because I think conceptually there's no guarantees. So there's no expectation that even from the beginning of the program that what you come to the table with is going to succeed. So we've got to get comfortable with that concept right at the beginning.
I don't feel like I've actually failed along this path. I feel like I have consistently pivoted
and pivoted because I've tried something. And better to try than not try. And better to have conversations even if it feels uncomfortable. And better to have these conversations with people that I'm trying to help solve their problem than not have them. And so it's not a failure to me though. It's a pivot. It's lots of pivoting. And then we got to the point where we're like, okay, now let's persevere.
I got really constructive feedback that kept me going. So yeah, that's surprising to me because I was so certain I'd failed.
And then you pick up the pieces and you keep going forward. So it's like, it's not really a failure, it's an exploration, that pivoting process, because you're not going to give up on that idea. The problem's still there, the problem still needs solving, but you're just going to find that other way.
But also feeling really supported by everyone that I wasn't a failure because I'm not presenting a pitch today, but it's, that's part of the program as well, is validating your idea. And now I've got the energy and time to focus on something else, which is really cool.
Introducing Itsu Reusable Systems, here's Lydia Nakano.
The world is on fire. Our oceans are filling with plastics. Single use is choking our planet. We discard almost 3 million coffee cups daily. This adds up to over 1 billion single-use cups going into landfill across Australia every year. As a cafe owner, my choices have an environmental impact. Every year, I spend thousands of dollars on expensive single-use biodegradable packaging. It's discarded within minutes and is essentially overpriced garbage. Single-use cups suck. Itsu Reusable Systems is a reusable cup designed to be borrowed, paired with an app that tracks usage and measures the amount of waste you have diverted from landfill. You sign up to our Itsu app and create an account. QR codes are used to check your cup in and out, much like you would a book at the library. Use your cup, wash it, bring it back, and get another coffee. Your old cup gets washed and sanitized by the cafe and is ready for reuse. The Itsu app will send you reminders encouraging you to return your cup. If you don't drop it back or swap it, the cost of the cup will be deducted from your credit card. We are currently building an app that will begin by targeting individuals who already have and use their own reusable cups. We will trial a system that includes reminders. We will continue to tweak this until we see a change in behaviour and an increase in use. I know what my cupboard looks like. I want to help you get your cups off your shelf and start using them. Once we know exactly what works for both you and our cafes, we'll launch our Itsu Cup too. Itsu is a closed-loop system. There are a number of similar services available on the market. None of them offer a solution quite like it. We know that simply making another reusable cup, no matter how functional, stylish and sustainable it may be, it's not going to solve the problem. We want to change your behaviour. After extensive customer engagement, we will manufacture a cup and lid made from polypropylene waste collected from local cafes. Getting the cup manufactured ourselves will keep the costs low for the cafe owners, allowing us to create a bigger solution. Each cafe owner will purchase a fleet of cups to suit their consumers' needs and use our app to monitor their return, protecting their investment. Every time a cup is checked out, the cafe incurs a small fee. Altogether, this equates to less than the cost of the current alternative. My name is Lydia Nakano. I am the founder of Itsu Reusable Systems. I have over 10 years experience in the hospitality industry. I'm a cafe owner myself and have a background in design. I am deeply passionate about this problem as I have a personal connection through my work and as a consumer. If you want your coffee without the waste, ask your local cafe to get on board. The solution is literally in your hands.
Introducing Cyberwatch, here's Maria Roberts.
We are living increasingly digital lives, and that brings many positive benefits. But with our increasing digitalisation has come a new type of criminal threat. Cyberwatch grew out of my own journey to keep my home and family cyber safe and has been designed with the input of cybersecurity and IT professionals. Cyberwatch is a startup dedicated to deeply understanding the cybersecurity needs unique to the home environment. We aim to be the brand people turn to for trusted expertise on home cybersecurity. At Cyberwatch, our service is a process designed to empower all Australians to understand the cybersecurity risks within their own home environment and what actions they can take to defend themselves. Our approach is educational and aligned with the Essential 8. Cyberwatch is developing an online learning platform that will provide specialist training and certification for anyone wishing to become a home cybersecurity consultant. This helps to create more cybersecurity professionals by establishing a pipeline into the profession through flexible, entry-level home cybersecurity work. An easy-to-use app questionnaire will help match the specific needs and risk profiles of different demographic groups within the Australian community to a home cybersecurity consultant with the required level of expertise. For example, an employee within critical infrastructure wanting to work remotely from home would be matched to a home cybersecurity consultant with the expertise for their higher risk profile. 3 budgets of service package would be available for them to select from within that risk level, including a package with a home cybersecurity certificate that could be provided to their employer as a part of their working from home agreement. Customers with lower risk profiles would be matched with home cybersecurity consultants qualified to meet their level of need and at an affordable budget. Cyberwatch is at the research and development stage. We have a roadmap outlining our steps towards a Tasmania-wide launch by November 2023. My name is Maria Roberts and I am the founder of Cyberwatch. I'm also a professional cybersecurity educator with over 3 decades of experience in education and international community development work. I'm building our team at Cyberwatch and I'm looking for people with business and financial expertise to strengthen our development. So if you share our passion for home cybersecurity, then we invite you to join or collaborate with us. Please reach out through our website, cyberwatchaustralia.com.au, and together, let's make Australia the most cyber-safe country in the world for every Australian home.
Most of the time when you talk to other people about your business and what you're doing, like your grandparents ask what you've been up to or something like that, they'll just be like, wow, that's amazing. Yeah. But when we're working with other people in the cohort, it's also, wow, that's amazing, but have you thought about this? And what happens when this occurs? And it really helps you think about each individual process and each step along the way.
That's something I really loved, was meeting like-minded people who are brave and going to try different things and not afraid to fail. Like, it was really energizing to be in an environment like that.
I also love how supportive each other is and giving each other, positive, constructive feedback that really helped me gain confidence in pursuing the solution for the startup that I'm ideating on.
It's really motivating, and seeing people that are just a few steps ahead gives me somewhere to focus and somewhere to aim, and knowing that it's working for other people in the program, so it could work for us as well. Just
hugely beneficial to be able to be amongst people also with the same way of thinking as you. Seldom, as you probably would all agree, seldom do you run into people that have that same way of thinking that you might as a founder or someone that wants to generate ideas or create stuff. And when you meet others that think the same way, it's like a breath of fresh air.
Hasn't it been nice to be around people who don't instantly figure out why you shouldn't do something? I can never do that. It's too risky, that's too scary. But being able to then have somebody who understands why you'd even want to have a go has been really valuable.
Introducing Broadcaster Pro, here's Robert McKinnon.
Over 100 million people around the world now work from home. In Australia, 37% of those working from home do so while looking after children. The problem is the typical family home is not set up as a workplace. Remote working frequently involves trying to avoid interruptions, especially while on business-critical online video calls. Most professionals have suffered distracting and even embarrassing interruptions, and we will never forget viral sensation Professor Robert Kelly being interrupted while on a live news interview. We all know what it feels like, and we know it can lead to tension, frustration, and conflict, and reduced personal and family well-being. I'm a professional online facilitator. I've had my wife, both my sons, my mother-in-law, and even my house cleaner walk in and disrupt me whilst on a live business call. My market research has determined over 90% of online workers have experienced disruptions, and 2/3 have actively tried to solve the problem, whether it's pre-warning family members about an important meeting or sticking a handwritten "do not enter" sign on the door. Many have also spent money to solve the problem, including hiring child carers to cover critical meetings. And 1/4 of those surveyed described the problem as something they worry about consistently and would like a solution for. This is where Broadcaster Pro comes to the rescue. Broadcaster Pro is a Wi-Fi enabled, battery-powered, on-air warning light that can be easily mounted on the exterior of a home office to alert others a vital business call is underway. Just like a professional TV studio with the classic on-air light, millions of homes are now professional broadcast studios and need to be equipped as such. Broadcaster Pro integrates with calendar and video conferencing software, automatically turning red for the duration of the meeting, then green, alerting family members the meeting has ended and it's safe to re-engage their loved one. Broadcaster Pro enables online workers to balance family and business, worry-free and conflict-free. Working from home is a growing global market, with all statistics indicating hybrid working is here to stay. Broadcaster Pro Year 1 market projections include B2C sales of 100,000 units and 5 million in revenue, and B2B sales targeting the corporate wellness market for an additional 50k units and 2.5 million in revenue. I also have plans for a product line extension for the computer gaming market to serve the 17 million Australian online gamers who absolutely despise being interrupted. My name is Rob McKinnon. I'm an MBA qualified serial entrepreneur. I've started a social enterprise and an OD consulting practice. I'm currently a business development executive at Swinburne University, generating over $1 million in L&D sales annually. I'm seeking product development and seed investor partners to help me bring Broadcaster Pro to a growing global market. If you're interested to develop this product and business with me, I'd love to hear from you and discuss the opportunity further.
Introducing Shuffle Stuff, here's Kirsten Bradley.
My sewing machine has only been used to hem one pair of jeans. My best friend spent $1,000 on a tent that has never left his garage. I know we're not alone. Over 70% of our survey respondents own stuff they hardly use. At the same time, our friends and neighbours are shopping for the same gear that's cluttering up our homes. If they want to give dressmaking a go or take the kids camping, their easiest option is to head to the shops and buy what they need. This means that we're using our planet's scarce resources to unnecessarily duplicate items because we don't have an easy way to share our stuff. But that's about to change. Shuffle Stuff is the missing link in the sharing economy, a peer-to-peer hiring marketplace that lets people rent what they need from those who already own it. Shuffle Stuff eliminates the risk and the hassle of renting stuff. If you've got things hiding in your cupboards or cluttering up your shed, put them to work and earn some cash. If you need an item, save money and precious resources by renting instead of buying. With inbuilt ID verification, integrated payments, and insurance options, Shuffle Stuff takes the risk out of sharing your stuff. Our AI assistant makes it easy to list items and to find what you need. Overconsumption is a massive global issue, and we're not the first startup to try and tackle this problem. By watching our competitors come and go, we've learned some important lessons. Firstly, we need to keep our transaction fees as low as possible. We'll do this by offering targeted advertising that still aligns with our sustainability values, allowing us to minimise fees to our users while remaining profitable. Secondly, we need to create a social marketplace to build a community where users can connect even if they're not directly transacting with each other. We're using this community building approach to grow demand ahead of our regional launches so that we have a critical mass of active users right from day one. We've had an overwhelmingly positive response to Shuffle Stuff so far, and we have a test group keen to start shuffling as soon as the app goes live later in the year. We've set ambitious goals, aiming to facilitate 1 million transactions a month by the end of 2026, generating annual revenue of $50 million. The key to achieving this bold goal is using platform data to drive user engagement in multiple ways. For example, our users will be able to see the environmental and financial impacts of their shuffling via interactive dashboards. Machine learning allows us to predict which shufflers own in-demand items but haven't listed them yet. We'll encourage them to list those items so that they earn more income and the shufflers who are searching for those items can find them. I'm Kirsten Bradley, Shuffle Stuff's founder and CEO. I'm a circular economist, a statistician, and an experienced business owner. My passion is finding systems-level solutions to messy problems. Shuffle Stuff aims to incentivise sustainable consumption while also removing the barriers to making planet-friendly choices. Just like other sharing economy platforms, including Uber and Airbnb, Shuffle Stuff has the potential to change the world. But we need help to get to the next stage of our journey. We need a no-code guru or a web app developer, someone who can translate the Shuffle Stuff concept into an MVP. We're also on the hunt for a marketing superstar who can help develop our brand and implement our customer acquisition strategy. If you're as excited about Shuffle Stuff as we are, join us and help build the missing piece of the sharing economy puzzle.
Incredible work, founders. We are so proud to have the opportunity to showcase all of your hard work today. Thank you for making Enterprise a part of the earliest stages of your startup. We're watching very excitedly to see what you do next. If you'd like to contact any or all of the founders that have pitched today, you'll find their contact details on the Enterprise website. If you're already on the Enterprise site, it's time to make your final investment decisions. You have a few minutes left to make sure you're happy with how you've allocated your 50K. And while you do that, I'd like to let you know that applications are now open for our next cohort of startup founders, ready to begin the Born Global Incubator in August 2023. If you're the founder of a high-growth, innovative startup idea, check our website, enterprise.space, for more information. Applications close in just a few weeks. If you want to start something but don't know where to begin, the Big Ideas Challenge is a short digital bootcamp in design thinking and ideation. Head to the Enterprise website to sign up whenever you're ready. Once you develop an idea there, you can apply for Born Global. Enterprise is funded by the Tasmanian Government, and the Born Global Incubator is supported by Aurora Energy. We're also supported by the City of Launceston, the City of Hobart, Startup Tasmania, and the Detached Cultural Organisation. Thank you for all of your support. We look forward to continue working with you. And a special thanks to Bree Sanders for helping make our digital demo day vision a reality yet again. We really love working with you and appreciate all of your hard work. Thank you everyone for joining us. We'll see you again at the end of our next cohort.